Hello friends, welcome to online teaching program related to large group of schools. So, in last 7 classes, I had given you related to Unit 1. So, in Unit 1, we had 3 reading A, B and C apart from textual grammar. So, coming to today, we have day 8. Under day 8, I am going to teach you Unit 2. Unit 2, even in the Unit 2 also, we are going to have reading A, B, C. Reading A, B and C. We are going to have including a lesson, a poem and a story. So, here comes Unit 2 related to our theme is social issues. Our theme is social issues. Social issues mean the problems which are prevailing today in the society. The problems which are prevailing in the society today. So, out of which, so we are going to have certain social issues we are going to have in this particular unit. So, now coming to, before going to social issues theme, we have a page sheet. If you happen to open your textbook, this is called page sheet. Page sheet means before the lesson you are going to have one page. Having a sheet, this is called page sheet. Front page of the lesson we can say here. Front page of the lesson or unit we can say here. So under this there is a quotation given here. What is the quotation you have seen here? So home is the happiest place in the world. Home is the happiest place in the world. Home means where we live. Where we live is called home. You know difference between home and house. Both are home and house we have. So they are going to have different meanings. Home in sense where our family is going to live. House means where others' family is going to live. Where others' family is going to live. So the house which we are living is called home. So home is the happiest place in the world. So what does it mean here? Home is the place where we feel very comfortable when compared to other places. If you happen to go to others' house, for example, you feel discomfort. You feel uneasiness. You hesitate to use the things in that particular house. So moreover, you are going to feel inconvenient in others' house, or others' house maybe, or a hotel where you stay maybe, or even on the road. On the road in sense in hotel, if you happen to stay, you feel inconvenient. So that are the places where you find inconvenient and discomfort. Whereas our home is not like that. Our home is the happiest place. You feel comfort. You will be happy with your family. You are going to feel as if your own way. So whereas in other places other than our home, you feel discomfort. So you can understand it. Home is the best place. If you go out of the home, you will be in difficulty. You will be in discomfort. Okay. So based on this particular notion, we are going to have this social issues. So we have some questions are there. What does the sentence mean? So you understood the meaning that our home where we live, that is called our home. That is only the place, happiest place in the world when compared to other places where we go and live or stay. Okay. Now coming to, do you agree, disagree with the view expressed in the saying? Why? So whether you agree or not, the statement is given. Whether you agree or not. So it is quite common. If you go to some other uncle's house or some other neighboring house or any friend's house, you feel discomfort. You will not entertain the things whatever you like. You are not going to feel convenient in others' house, is it not? So whereas in our place where we live, or in our home, we are going to feel comfortable. You are going to sleep your own way. You are going to use the things your own way. So in your home you can spoil the things, you can save for the things. Whereas in other house, if you happen to spoil the things won't be good. So here we can say really You people agree? I think you are going to agree. Our home is the place where you people are enjoying. Where you people are enjoying. Okay. So let us see, related to this particular notion, let us see certain lessons are given under unit 2. Shall we go to lesson 1, that is reading A. Yeah. So coming to unit 1, we have A reading. So under A reading, here our A reading says, Oliver asks for more. A lesson name is given. Oliver asks for more. Oliver asks for more. Here Oliver is nothing but a boy. Oliver is nothing but a boy. So he is going to ask for more. What is going to ask for more? What is the meaning of it? So more in sense, here we can say food. Here we can say, so Oliver asks for more food. More food. So let us see where he had asked for more food, why he had asked for more food, and what was the impact of asking more and more food. We will see under this particular lesson. So Oliver is nothing but a boy. So ask. So if you happen to see, Oliver is nothing but a noun. You happen to see parts of speech. So ask means it is called verb, and it is called preposition. More, adjective, much more, most. It is called adjective. So these are the parts of speech you are going to find under this title. So here you understood the title. Oliver asked for more. Something he asked. A boy named Oliver asked something. That is nothing but food, we can say. So let us see what happened. What is the effect of, what is the result of asking more by Oliver, where he was staying. Let us see in this lesson. Okay. Listen carefully. You understand the lesson. So you come to know that how Oliver, why Oliver happened to be in that particular place, why he had asked more and more, and what was the result of asking more and more food. Let us see in this lesson. That is under A reading, Oliver asked for more. Right. So all of you look at the books. Open the page 17 in our textbook. Open the page 17 and go through the lesson. So here, Oliver full name is Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is a full name, short name and Oliver. So before going to take this lesson, let us know something about the writer who had written this. So this was written by Charles Dickens. This was written by Charles Dickens. So let us know something about Charles Dickens. He belongs to England, British writer. So let us know something about him. So his lifespan during this period he had survived. So birth, first year is 1812. In this year he had taken birth, and 1870 he passed away. That means he is no more today. He is a well-known English novelist, English writer, of course. Due to his father's imprisonment, due to some reason, father happened to be in the jail. Father happened to be in imprisonment, means what here? Jailed. Okay? And Charles left school and worked in shoe factory. So due to some that reason, there was no one to take care of. So when father was not available, happened to be in the jail, he had taken charge of his family. So he started working in a shoe factory where he was earning little bit loan. So he had this experience. So what happened when he was working in that particular shoe factory or somewhere? So left school. Left school means he stopped going to school. He started earning money where he was working. in that particular shoe factory. While he was working as an office boy, he launched his riding career. So during the time of working, he was working as a servant in that particular office boy in that particular office. So during that period only, he suffered a lot. Having suffered from that particular place, he started writing. He started writing from that place, that time itself. Launching means what is started writing. Started writing something. Slowly he started writing small stories. Thereafter he had become a good writer. His novels Oliver Twist. This is so actually we had a big novel that is named Oliver Twist. So title itself is given Oliver Twist. So out of that particular novel, he had taken little bit short information he had taken from that particular Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is nothing but a novel written by him. So it was a novel written by him. So from that particular novel, title itself is given Oliver Twist. So from that he had taken this short information. So what were the novels? What were the collections of his writings? Let us see. So Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, Pickwick Papers, Bleak House, A Tale of Two Cities, and David Copperfield. These are some of the collections he had written in his main career. So brought him name all over the world. These were the books. Became very famous. He had very good reputation by writing this type of books. So yeah, he went on lecture tours to America and got literary reputation. He got very good. Literary reputation means what? Famous. Reputation means underline. Reputation means famous. He became very famous for his writings. Literary means what? For his writings. Can you written the books now? So literary, that is called literature, writing. That particular novels. So that had given him very good name in the society. So he focused on social issues and human ailments in his work. So mainly he had focused means concentrated in his writing. What were that? Social issues. Social issues what are, for example, slavery, okay, and child labor, child marriages. So these are all the things which we come across social issues today. So these are called contemporary issues. So on that particular contemporary issues only he had concentrated more and written based on that issues, social issues only he had written books. Okay, let's see. So this is about a little bit information given about Charles Dickens, that is writer. Now let us see the lesson, that is page number given Oliver asks for more. Let us see the main lesson. Okay, I think you got different information about Charles Dickens. Okay, this is an extract from the novel Oliver Twist. I already said Oliver Twist was the novel written by Charles Dickens. From that particular novel, he had taken a little bit information. That information he had given in the way of lesson today. So, written by the British novelist Charles Dickens, it is the story of an orphan. The story related to whom? Oliver is nothing but orphan. You know, orphan is who had no parents. He had no parents. So, when parents are not there, that boy is going to be called orphan. Okay, so orphan boy named Oliver, who is brought to a children's home. Who is brought to a children's home? When he had become no parents, he became orphan. So he got to the place children's home, nothing but hostel. So children's home is nothing but what here? Hostel. Yeah. So let us see what happened when he was in the particular hostel. How the treatment went on by the warden and some other members who were in the hostel, and hostel belongs to which place, whom it was run by. Let us see now. Mr. Bumble. Mr. Bumble. Yes, so Mr. Bumble is a character you are going to have. So Mr. Bumble is nothing but a warden. Who is going to take care of children in the hostel? Bumble walked on with long strides. Little Oliver, firmly grasping his gold-laced cup, trotted beside him. Mr. Bumble came to Oliver and asked Oliver, "Hey boy, what are you doing? You follow me. You follow me." So Oliver entered. How was Oliver? Oliver entered, stepped long strides, means long steps he had, and rushed to the place where Oliver was staying. So he came and asked him, "Why don't you follow me?" Asked Oliver to follow him. How was Oliver? Started walking behind him with short steps. Short steps. Again, trotted beside him. Trotted means walked with short steps behind him. So here, what happened here? How was the boy? Grasping his gold-laced cup, firmly, tightly, folded his hands. Coupled like. So coupled means what? Folded. So here, gold-laced cup means little boy's hand. So little boy's hands are nothing but gold-laced cups. Oliver had not been within the walls of the workhouse a quarter of an hour when Mr. Bumble informed him that the board had said he was to appear before its fourth week. So Bumble came and asked. The boy was not there. So he was asked to come and see the board. Come and see the board. Immediately, forthwith means immediately asked and see the board members who were there in the hostel. Here, hostel church that was maintained by the church. That was maintained by the church. So, Bumble asked the boy Oliver to see the board. Oliver had not been within the walls of the workhouse. Workhouse means hostel. Workhouse is what here? Hostel. Not having a very clearly defined notion of what a live board is. But Bumble asked him to see the board, see the live board. Live board means what? So the boy doesn't know what is board. What is he thought? This is nothing but a board. Generally, children are going to know this is nothing but a board. So his board was different. His board meaning was different. So board in sense here, the members who you are going to find in the particular place. They are called board. So here boy thought, not knowing the meaning of that one, anyway did not ask the meaning of the board. Simply followed Bumble. Notion means he had no idea about the board. Oliver was rather astonished by the information and was not quite certain whether he ought to laugh or cry. He could not follow. When he asked for meeting board, see, look at the board. So he did not understand whether I cry or laugh. The boy did not understand. He was in surprise. Why suddenly called me? What did it off? So boy was in astonishment, means surprise, means shocked. Why they called me? Anything wrong happened to me? Whether they are going to give punishment to me? Like that he thought of and started walking behind Bumble. So he had no time to think about matter. Mr. Bumble asked Oliver to follow him into a large whitewashed room where 8 or 10 fat gentlemen were sitting around a table. Oliver was asked to go walk behind Mr. Bumble. So Oliver was taken to there was a big hall. In the big hall there was a round table. Around the round table here about 8 or 10 members were sitting around the table. The boy entered the house. How was the room? It was whitewashed room. Whitewashed colored. It was colored room. Color white. So he went inside. So 8 or 10 fat gentlemen. How about the gentlemen? They were very enormous what they had, fat in size. So 8 gentlemen were, 8 or 10 were sitting. At the top of the table, seated in an armchair rather higher than the rest, was a particularly fat gentleman with a very round and red face. So there was 8 or 10 members were there, out of which there was a center. So in the center of that one, all 8 members, there was a big chair. In that particular big chair, an elderly person was sitting. I think he must be the main person of the board. Board means that particular church. Oliver, bow to the board means just bend down and say namaste to, wish to the board members. So you are not knowing the meaning of the board. Anyway, you found the table. Just he bent down in front of the table and saluted the members. Yeah. So seated in the armchair, said Oliver brushed away 2 or 3 tears that were lingering in his eyes, and seeing no board but the table board. So he started crying. He was uneasy to see the board members. He was in fear whether what punishment they are going to give, and just already tears were lingering in his eyes. 2-3 drops were started falling. Rushed out. Rushed out means tears started falling when he bowed in front of the table. So not knowing the name of the board, just he saw the main table, he bowed in front of them as if he had wished the board members. Next. What's your name, boy? Said the gentleman in the high chair who was sitting in the center. He asked him, "Hey boy, what's the name?" He said, "Yeah." Oliver was frightened at the sight of so many gentlemen, which made him tremble. So when they asked, he could not answer, got it shivering, tears were falling out of his eyes, and he did not answer. So the beadle gave him a tap on the back with his cane, which made him cry. So when he did not answer, when he did not say his name, so beadle was there, no? Beadle means what here? Warden, that is a Bumble. So Bumble gave a blow on his back with his cane. Then boy started some more crying. So boy, said the gentleman in a high chair, listen to me. You know you are an orphan, I suppose. I suppose means highly situated. The man said, "Hey boy, I suppose you are an orphan." But even the small boy doesn't know the meaning of what is orphan. Orphan. So the boy was not aware of the word orphan. You people know, just now I said what is the orphan. So here, the boy did not understand when he said he was an orphan. Yeah. What's that? What does sir? Inquired poor Oliver. Oliver asked, "Sir, what does it mean?" To me, my name is not orphan. So you are telling orphan. What is the meaning of orphan? He asked the people, the elderly people. The boy is fool, I thought. He was, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. The gentleman who was in white waistcoat, he had a white colored waistcoat. Means the coat which is coat is a type of dress they are going to have up to this level only. So the man asked, I think the boy is fool. He doesn't know. So he is unable to answer whatever questions we are putting to him. Like that he said. Down the page. Yeah, let's see. Said the gentleman who had spoken first. Who had spoken first. You know, you have got no father or mother. Okay, children. We have seen Oliver was in front of the board of members. So he was in fear, unable to answer the questions whatever they put. Okay. In next class, I am going to continue. So, what happened to the boy? What was the impact of the board members? How the board members were treated him? Let us see in the next class. Okay. Have a nice time.